Hi! Today, I wanted to play some Dark Souls 3, because I absolutely love the game, even if it's, well, Dark Souls. And yeah, what can I say? I know the game pretty well, so I shouldn't have too much problems with it, but let's go and start a new game. I'll let the cutscene roll.
Indeed.
It's a bit loud.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
Poor guy.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep,
The big blob. The goopy blob.
Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers.
There he is.
And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital.
Hey Jesse. No problem.
Yon the giant.
I love y'all. He's my favorite.
Only in truth,
You're almost the best.
the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
So, on to character creation. To be honest, I usually just pop a name, choose male, young, class always deprived, it's the best class there is, with the life ring. Build either standard or slim. I'll go with standard, just armors look the best on standard. If you go chunky, they look a bit weird. Then, for face presets, we can choose a preset, like a Karim Novice, or like a Karim Novice, the Katarina Merrymaker, which are funky. The Londo one looks funny. But I usually go with Commoner, and then I go face detail, similar face, and just pick one of these that I just roll through it a couple of times until I find a face that looks okay. Which sometimes doesn't end well at all. I like a little bit bigger eyes on that guy. The character doesn't matter too much. I mean, this guy looks okay. His nose is a bit weird, but whatever. As for hair, we can go with a nice brown. Brown, that looks a bit weird. Or maybe a dark blonde. That's fine. And go for hair. Anything nice. It's either edgy or too long. This looks fine, I guess. There's a little ponytail, but men can have ponytails. Then give him a little beard. Just some stubble. Maybe a short beard. Just some stubble. And that'll be it for a character. I enjoy armors in my games very much, so yeah. Let's go. I may have to mess with my camera placement a little bit. We'll see about that. But it all should be fine. I also am running the Blue Sentinel mod, just in case someone decides to invade me. I'm sure I will mention that a couple more times. And there I am, rising from the grave. That's how I wake up most of the times. There we go. Cemetery of Ash. All that. I am playing with mouse and keyboard, not controller. Fading Soul. But the tutorials are still for controller. Ash and Estes. As usual, just get all the basic stuff. Not going for the crystal lizards yet. There we go. Onto the first bonfire. Do not fall down here. And we can go and tussle with the big boy. Gundyr himself. Bonfire lit, let's sit down to regen that little bit of HP and get the rest emote. Kill that guy. Then we jump onto the tomb. Oh, sarcophagus. Plunging attack. And roll through crossbow bolt and bash his skull. I could also go back here for some quick fire bombs, which will actually be useful later. So a little detour with a plunging attack on the shield guy. I put in too many inputs, so I took a hit. Doesn't matter. Dragon Estes should be still fine for the Gundyr fight. Well, actually I could just go back to the bonfire, just to be sure. Wouldn't want to die so quickly. No additional drops, that's fine. So, yeah, let's go back to the bonfire. Sit down at it. And go to fight Gundyr. Oh, and my camera is a bit... This should be better. Oh god. My mouse went out of the screen for a little bit. Ah, I'm a perfectionist. I'll sit down again. Dark Souls has a problem with alt-tabbing, and I usually alt-tab a whole lot in my games, so yeah. But it should be fine. Jump onto here again. Usually get it first try. It's not really difficult once you know that it's there. Roll through the crossbow bolt. Kill him. Ooh. A sacred chime, that's gonna be very useful in a moment. And there's Gundyr. So, let's pull the sword out of him. And immediately start whacking him. With my stick. Okay, now we... I didn't delay the roll. Damn it. Come on, stop me. Oh, yeah, I can use an Estes. Always delay those rolls. That was one Estes used. Triple combo. Now he's staggered. I can get some additional damage in. Now he should transform, get behind the hand. That's his safe spot. Staggered again. I can hit him like 2 more times. Delay. And he's down. We have only 1 Estus. That's neat. Light the bonfire. Let's actually rest. Got some souls. Can open the door. Nice and easy. Just Gundyr. So, now let's clear the... what's it called? The Firelink Shrine. With my trusty stick. Broken straight sword. Oh, these guys take only 1 hit. Ah, he's got a pokey stick. The pokey stick has a lot of range. And he has a shield. It's a terrible shield, but a shield nonetheless. So... he can be a pain. You just want to clear him and move on. Couple more sleeping guys over here. There we go. Crossbow dude and a shield dude. Another sacred Dreamlock. Apparently, got 3 sacred chimes. I mean, fine, I only needed 1 for equal P, but it's fine.
Ah, well you could.
And give me the emote. Bugger off. Plunge the sword into the bonfire. Bonfire lit. We can rest here and we can go and cheese Swordmaster. Let's go ahead and do that. So, there are actually 2 ways of cheesing Swordmaster. And you can also fight him normally. But who the hell does that? Not me. I prefer the Firelink door cheese. Rather than the falling to his death cheese. Which are not the technical names, but... we just need to come with us. Keeping our distance, but we need to stay close so that he doesn't lose aggro. And he has 2 of his little slashes. He has a short slash, and he's been doing right now, and he also has a lunge dash, which, if I remember correctly, which has a lot of range. Okay, I need you to come with me. Yeah, he can also just regularly attack you. Oh, that's the wrong way. Come on. And once we get him in the door, we're gonna cheese him. So he needs to come here, and once he starts moving back, we can get like 2 hits in, no more. Because then he can attack us. Once he starts going back again, I can hit him. I can go for a cheeky 3rd strike. And he's gonna lose aggro again. And we'll repeat that until he dies. So, not too hard, but I still need to be careful. He can very much one-shot me. Since I chose the deprived class. Oh, short range. Messed it up, so only 2 hits. And then he's gonna roll. Come on. I could actually go for the club buff, but... eh. 50 damage per pop, and we get him with the 4th. Now we're gonna get his cloves and his sword. The sword is useless, but the cloves give us some naked damage reduction. So right now I have a chest plate, gloves, and pants. I'm only missing a helmet, and I'm gonna buy that from the Shrine Handmaiden. It's not very good armor, but it does negate naked damage, which is a thing in Dark Souls 3. So now I think, no, that's not all. Gotta go back up here. And there should be like an ember or a hallmark bone. I always forget. Yep, an ember. And something up here. I don't think there's another dog here, but... yeah, there isn't. That's a hallmark bone. So we got all of the stuff in Firelink. Now we get to the juicy stuff, which is the tree jump. Everyone's favorite. We go over here. No NPCs in here yet. No. No seed. We pick up, this should be souls, yep. And then I do the tree jump. And I'm going to do the, oh, actually first try, nice. I'm going to have to do the tree jump twice. So I first go around for the crystal lizard. Just to get one twinkling titanite. I mean, it's one twinkling titanite, and I'm probably not even gonna use it, but I like to have my areas cleared. And I know I missed the crystal lizards back the spawning area, but can't exactly fight them yet. So we get the twinkling titanite. And then I do the tree jump again. Again, first try. Ooh, 2 for 2. I'm on a roll. What's the advantage? It's a blank slate, basically. All the other characters start out with some stats. Some higher than base and some lower than base. And I just like this character because he starts with all stats at level 10. And that just means that no NPCs will reject me. If you start as Knight, for example, he has like 7 intelligence, and you need 10 intelligence to get the major NPC on your team. And I don't know, it's just a blank slate. I find it fun. I don't really find it as being cumbersome, being that weak early on. And I always forget what to leave here, so I just leave all the stuff I can afford to lose. What else? I should get the emote. Ember is not tradable, but I get iron bracelets, which are nice. And also... click. I'm gonna leave 1 sacred chime. And I'm gonna get... the help me carving for that. No sub level 1 run. Not ready for that. But I'm gonna put on my iron bracelets. And get Soul Ring. Yeah. So we put the covetous serpent ring, the covetous silver serpent ring on. I go and buy a hat. We go to, oh, never mind. We don't say hi to that guy. So I'm gonna buy a hat. She's the shopkeeper of the shrine, and I buy a hat. Do I wanna... I'm gonna buy a torch for later. Like, a lot later. I think that's it for now. So, I put the hat on. There we go, you have a hat. So now, we fully negate naked damage. You level up. I'm gonna get 4 dexterity. Right now, I can get it right now. 4 dexterity and the rest into Vega. To get some more HP. I'm gonna need the dexterity for the claymore. I don't intend to use any dexterity weapon, but some strength weapons do need dexterity. And you can get more strength by holding your weapon in 2 hands, but you can get more dexterity in a similar way. Now we just go onto the high wall, which shouldn't take more than an hour. I'm no speedrunner in any way, but this shouldn't be a problem. Oh, I forgot. I actually gotta go back. So you go through the door, flip through my forehead, you can see my head's empty. Onto the high wall of Lothric, and grab the bonfire. And we go back to the Firelink Shrine because I forgot to get more Estus. I can actually have 5 Estus right now if I exchange the Ashen Flask for a regular one and upgrade it with the shard I found by the tree jump. It's empty. That's how it is. I can actually get rid of the shield. Don't really need it.
No.
Hello, Andre. Andre's the best. I'll test this. Get more regular Estus. Then we reinforce. And there should be enough. We will now have 5 Estus. I get rid of the flask from my hotbar and put a firebomb in there. I'm going to need firebombs. For some more cheese. Usually the firebombs you find in the areas are enough to clear the high wall and then the undead settlement. Yeah, why would I have a filled head if I'm just gonna go strength? Doesn't make sense. Big sword, go bonk. So, and we're gonna get a big sword in a second, but once we get to everyone's favorite swamp, we're gonna get an even bigger sword. And then potentially some other big swords. And maybe even an axe. I'm losing a terrible amount of HP, but it doesn't really matter. I just want to clear this area. Get all the goodies. 2 firebombs that are gonna come in handy. We're gonna get that item in a second. And then we go up. We kill the lantern guy before he screams too loud. Because his scream wakes up these guys. And I don't want that. I want them to stay nice and sleepy. So I can get a sneak attack on them. I go up. There's a guy waiting for me. I think you can see him there. Right here. There he is. He wants to kill me. But I knew it. Hopefully I get some armor out of these guys, because it actually looks pretty nice. And it's better than my rags that I have currently. Even though it may not look like it, I do actually have leg armor, because I have a loincloth. It only protects my groin, but it works. I jump down here. And we get the gold pine resin, which is an important item we will need later. Affectionately called the lube by the community. So now, here comes an important part. We run. And I do mean, we run. There we go, open the door. And all of the undead just die, because a wyvern just came and flew over and doused everything in fire. Can I make it? Who made the jump? There's always someone that invades, and just for safety, I will... wrong button. I will come here first. We wait for this guy to pass. I don't exactly want to fight with him. So we wait for him to leave. Go. I can get the soul. Then there's gonna be a thief on the left. Come on. We can get the item on the beam. 3 more firebombs, so we're up to 9. That should be enough. But there are gonna be some more. I always forget, but there is no item here. Oh no, there is. That's why I always check. A Titanite charm, gonna be very useful. We sit here to set it as a respawn point, and then we go back. Because I missed a mimic. But the knight respawns here as well. And if I walk just to the left side, the thief doesn't aggro. That's very nice. so night's gone. I can now go back into the tower and slide down the ladder. And here we have a chest, but it's not that bad. Well, listen closely, because you can actually tell if a chest is a mimic by two things. One of them is the chain. If the chain is faced forward, that means that the chest is a mimic. And also, you can kind of see that it goes up and down. Yeah, like right now. Goes up and down. That means that it's a mimic. And with mimics, you just have to be really, really careful. They attack really slowly, but if they do get you, especially with this attack, I'm dead. So yeah, that's a mimic. But that's why I got the bonfire for safety. Because if I hadn't, I'd have to go all the way back and around, and I'd have to deal with the wyvern. I won't open it. The same thing happens if you open it. So when the mimic kind of does this motion, that means that it wants to grab you. And that attack basically kills you. And the same happens if you try to open the mimic, it just grabs you and eats you. But now that I'm not embered, because I died, that's actually a good thing, because I'm not gonna be invaded. Hey, you get good, I did the tree jump twice in a row, first try. So yeah, just gotta be careful, take one attack at a time. Unless I stagger it, then I can take two. And even though only that attack one-shots me, all of the attacks are really dangerous. But I don't have armor, I don't have a lot of health. But yeah, I just want to take it slow. Dodge that. At the range. I should roll towards it, but yeah, okay. I just want to be careful. And we get Deep Battle Axe. The Deep Battle Axe is a fairly nice weapon. I can't use it currently with one hand, but if I grab it in two, I can use it. Because if you grab a weapon with two hands, you get, I think, a 50% multiplier on your strength. Yeah, this axe is a lot more powerful than my club. But now, I'm actually gonna go back. Oh, we get a better hut. It's a bit heavier, but it's a better hut. We go back here, and I'm probably gonna die trying to do this. But I want to get my main weapon for now, which is gonna be the Claymore. Why doesn't the wyvern aggro yet? Oh, armor? Nope, more fire bombs, which is okay. So, I gotta get to there. I gotta run the whole distance. And so, I do exactly that. The wyvern is gonna sizzle my buns, but at least I get the claymore. And the large soul. And now I'm dead. Unless, yeah, I'm dead. I lost 3,000 souls, but it's not too big of a deal. I don't think. Yeah, this was just a suicide run. I actually needed only 13 dexterity. Well, this was a suicide run because the sword is really deep in there. I usually just die doing it, but I can go back for the souls because the game spawns your souls a bit earlier than when you died, so they should be closer. And in theory, I should be able to go grab them Oh no, they're in the corner because I sat there for a while. Well, never mind. Oh, now the wyvern pops immediately. But I can get the souls and immediately jump down here. And I'm gonna be fine. However, there are still some items that I left down there. One big boy. He has a bigger shield than the Firelink guys. Come on. There he goes. Can I can't stab him. Oh well. So I bait the wyvern to burn down here. Because it actually has two attacks. It has a fire breath down here and a fire breath up there. Why is it not... Come on. Fire. Oh, damn it. Oh! There it goes. Ah, no, never mind. Actually, just both. I was mistaken. But I can try and go for some items over here. However, they are not very useful. One of them is a club, and I think the other is just a soul. I'm gonna try. Get the club. A broken straight sword, not very nice. The wyvern's gonna fight it again, and we get the last. There's a guy that died. I don't want to go for him. You mean the wyvern? You can kill the wyvern, but it takes like 100 arrows, I think. At least on my level. Well, you can't exactly kill it. Once you get it to like 1/3 of its HP, it just flies away and gives you 2 large titanites. But yeah, it takes a while. Kill that guy again. So, with my souls, I want to get a little bit more strength. Back at Firelink. I think 1 should be enough, but I'll get 2, just in case. And hopefully I can swing the Claymore around. And also upgrade it. So, level up. We get 2 levels in strength. And I'm not gonna level anything up just yet. Then we go for the Claymore. Unless wield it with both hands. So yeah, I can use it very much. Oh. Autobot caught ya. Yeah. There was a guy that I think beat the game with bongos. Or something like that. And there was a guy that beat the entire Soulsborne series front to back while not getting hit once. And so, if he were to, for example, get hit in Dark Souls 3, he would have to go all the way back to Dark Souls 1. Yeah, there was one with a dancing mat as well. So, people are crazy. I'm not that amazing, though. And I'm not very great at PvP. But the base game I pretty much know very well. I know where everything is and all that. And I like to pump my vigor up to like 15 in the first few levels. But now we have the big sword and a cool hat. So, now we can go back to high wall. Oh no, we can do that later. So we go back to tower on the high wall, but then we go further. There's gonna be some backtracking on the wall because we need a key to rescue an NPC, and then another key to kill an enemy to get a red orb. But all in all, I'd say I'm about 1/3 of the way done with this area. So, we killed the thief, the knight should be far away enough. But Claymore is a lot slower than the club. So I gotta get adjusted to that. My throwing knives. So I could go down there, but I don't have the key yet, so it doesn't really matter. I can go over here. And this is the other half of the area. There's a guy that pops from here, and another one that's gonna climb the ladder. Sometimes he doesn't climb the ladder. And now, cover your ears because it's gonna be loud. And I'm gonna need my 15 fire bombs. 18 fire bombs. Come on. So, I wanted the fire bombs because this guy is, 1, weak to fire, and 2, gets staggered for a while once you hit him with a firebomb. And so, usually, he's a pretty spooky enemy. He's big, loud, and flails around like a maniac. But with just a couple firebombs, you can really make him an easy fight. There's also a crystal lizard here with a raw gem. Raw gems are amazing early game, but I don't think I'm gonna use one. You can jump to that roof. Actually, I could try it. Yeah, easy. There are some messages. Try jumping off. Jumping. And this actually allows me to get a sneaky plunging attack on the crossbowman. But there is another. Quick bonk, and he's no more. We get the item. More firebombs. Firebombs are amazing. But I'm gonna heal up. And on this roof, we have black firebombs. Black firebombs are just firebombs supercharged. They're amazing, but they're also pretty valuable because you don't get them until a late game. And I'm probably not gonna use any of them. There is also a guy hidden behind the pots. But he's dead, and in one of the pots was an item. 2 undead hunting charms. The undead hunting charms are a throwable item that disables healing in an area. They're pretty cool for PvP. But other than that, some enemies use them against you. And over here, we're gonna have the big boy. With a tower shield and a spear. A long spear, actually. We can roll behind him, backstab him, wait until he comes back, charge a heavy attack, and get him just in one hit. Thankfully, he did a shield slam that I could poise through. And also a soul. And so it was a really easy fight. And there's a guy over here. And this is a really cool weapon. It's a broadsword. The broadsword may not look like anything special. It's short, stubby, but it's really powerful. I once beat the entire game and the first DLC with just the raw broadsword. So a broadsword with the raw gem. It's just that powerful. And for now, I just want to come here because this guy is gonna be a pain in the butt. This guy, once you jump down there, because there is an alternate path in this area, this guy throws firebombs. And there are explosive barrels everywhere. Oh, and I actually have so many firebombs that I'm full. So the rest of them go to my storage over at the bonfires. That never happened to me, together with the 3 chimes. I don't know what is this, the streamer lag or anything, but I swear I didn't mess with the RNG in any way. Are they good to use often? You mean the firebombs? The firebombs are pretty cool. They are not a main weapon in any way, but you can get cheeky with them. So for example here, there's a guy with a halberd and a guy with an axe, and that's a third guy that also has an axe, but he just goes back and forth to the door, and 2 dogs. So what I like to do is get a dog near the barrels and say goodbye. And yeah, and the firebombs I'm mostly good on the dark, sludgy guys and the first Gundyr boss. But you can poke them down from range. You can also bait them. So this guy just saw that I threw a firebomb over there, and he's gonna go there. I want to bait some of them, at least near those barrels. Is it close enough? Probably isn't. Nope, it wasn't. So I'm gonna have to do a plunging attack on the axe guy. Kill him in 2 more hits. Now the halberd guy goes for me. So I have to retreat, heal up. And yeah, if I didn't kill that firebomb throwing guy, he would throw a firebomb onto this barrel, dealing a lot of damage to me while I went up the stairs. It has happened before a couple of times. Come on. He's got 1 HP left. There we go. But we're not done yet. There's a doggy. Dogs in Dark Souls games are really, really annoying. And this is the Selkie that I was talking about. So now we can backtrack and rescue an NPC. But first, we can get an Estus shard over here to get 6 Estus flasks. And there's a hidden Titanite shard. But we're not done yet. So there's this axe guy. I always recommend rolling towards enemies. I screwed that up. I always recommend rolling towards enemies, because then you can immediately attack them. If I rolled away from him, I'd have to waste time coming back to him, and then he could charge up another swing. Usually. There are differences, like with the mimic attack. And this is a fat guy. We don't mess with the fat guy. If I mess with him, he's gonna mess me up. So we'll just wait until he passes, just stay nice and away. Come on. There he goes. If I come too close, he can just stand in one place and wait for me. There's also a guy below me. He can be killed. But he's really hard. He's stupidly hard. And yeah, I actually came a little bit too close. Why did he go down there? His pathing sometimes messes up. Okay, but he goes clockwise. I just want this little ember. Come on. There we go. We grab it and we run. So, this is the last area of the high wall for now. But, before we finish it off... Actually, that took like half an hour. Before we finish that off, we still have to backtrack a little bit. So I'm gonna pick up this. And then go unlock a shortcut. Oh, and even before that, we're gonna do a risk jump. So, there's this little ledge up here. There's the fat guy, and there's an item. We gotta jump here. Pick it up. And then run, before he catches up to me. He's blind and deaf, but he just goes in circles. All of these red knights, by the way, he killed them. Just lore-wise. All of these red guys, I fought one of them. He killed all of them. So I really don't want to mess with them. But, time for the shortcut. We go over here. On the left, there should be some green weed. Green blossom. Be precise. A guy, and then an ambush of 4 more guys. With only broken short swords, but, you know, there's 4 of them, and they attack really quickly. So, yeah. Not the most fun experience. But we did it. And here's an elevator. Back to the first bonfire of the area. And we couldn't go here previously because this door only opens one way. So we had to go all the way around, and now we have a shortcut. Which is nice. Back in Dark Souls 1, there were a lot of shortcuts. But in here, they've decided to put more bonfires and shortcuts. That's because in Dark Souls 3 you can teleport between bonfires right off the get-go. In Dark Souls 1 you couldn't do that from the start of the game. So they gave you shortcuts. I think in Dark Souls 1 there were like 14 bonfires total. In here there's 14 bonfires in like 3 or 4 areas. So yeah, there's a lot more here. There's one stupid bonfire that I can show you later. But we now travel to... Do I want to get more HP? Oh, nah. I actually don't want to travel anywhere. Yep. I go back. I go here. Kill the crossbowman. I wait for a doggy to come below me so I can plunging attack it. But it's gonna aggro first. I have to time it well. Like this. There's gonna be another doggy and a halberd guy that comes down from that tower. I don't know how that hit, but I'm glad it did. So I get the halberd guy. I should probably get more strength, to be honest, because these halberd guys keep living with just 1 HP. But now we switch over to fire bombs. There's a crossbowman. And another puss guy. You can kill him before he transforms, but then you don't get the special loot from him. So at least for the first time, I want to wait until he does that. Oh, I got greedy. 3 strikes was too much. Yikes. This might have been a mistake. Just roll. Damn it, didn't lock on. We did. I can push him off. One more, come on. There we go. Messed it up, but it's all good. And we get a Titanite shard and an Ember from him. And also we can find a bow. A longbow. Well, it might be a short bow, but it's a longbow. Bows in Souls games are not exactly the best. Especially not in Dark Souls 3. Back in Dark Souls 1, they actually were kind of viable, but here they're mostly used for cheese, like killing that wyvern or a giant later on. So now I go to Tower on the Wall. I can go and rescue an NPC. The best NPC. Is there a better NPC? I don't think so. Maybe Cornix, but he just kind of exists. And by NPC I mean an NPC that you have to unlock, because of course Andre is the best NPC. I know some Dark Souls lore, and yeah, let me tell you, Andre is the best person in the entire series. So basically, in Dark Souls, there's this thing called hollowing. So if you die a lot, or if you just lose your mind, you go hollow. And all of these people that I'm killing, they are hollows. You can tell by the dead, empty faces and the withered skin. And an important piece of info is that Andre has been here since Dark Souls 1. Dark Souls 1 happened like thousands of years ago, lore-wise. And so you might ask, why is he not hollow yet? Well, because he's badass. The only thing that kept him from hollowing was his art, his blacksmithing. And I respect that. He didn't go hollow because he had a calling. He never lost his motivation to live. And that's amazing. So, Grey Rat.
Ah. You're no jailer, are you? No, you're from far away.
This guy's cool as well.
Judging by the bell, you must be some of that unkindled ash. Remarkable. If that's true, then I have a favor to ask. Below the high wall is a musty little town. Not the home of any lord, just a very old settlement of undead. An old woman, Loretta, lives there. Please, give her this ring. I'm not asking for charity. In fact, if you do this for me, I'll be sure to repay you in kind. I may be a petty thief, but I've more wits than most royalty. What do you say then? Huh?
Of course.
Very well. I humbly place my faith in you. I am Grey Rat of the Undead Settlement, and I promise to assist you. Give this ring to old Loretta at the base of the high wall. Do your part, and I'll do mine.
You can actually put the ring on for now, but that was Grey Rat. Grey Rat's amazing. Just as he said, he may be a petty thief, but he's really a good guy. He's kind, you know? He isn't a thief because he wants to be rich or whatever. He's a thief because that's the way he chose to live. That's the way he had to live, kind of, with so many people in the undead settlement. But the hat that he had on, that was a hat used by, well, the socialized people to mark thieves, to shame them. And he has the hat on, and he was also in a jail, so, you know. And now Grey Rat is gonna be in Firelink Shrine selling me items, which is cool. But, okay, before I go and finish the high wall, I want to go level up, talk to Grey Rat, and see if I can't level up my sword. I should be able to. And also my my Estus. We have 6. So I don't need... Oh, I'm gonna need fire bombs later on.
Ah, well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
How long does it take to finish Dark Souls? I don't actually know. Just no idea how I usually play. How long do I usually play? I'd guess a single playthrough can take somewhere between, say regular playthrough, somewhere between 10 and 16 hours. If you're really fast. If you want to explore everything, then yeah, 20 to 30. Especially if you go first time. If you go first time, it could take like 40 on one character. And not just because the game's hard or anything, but because there's a lot of... yeah, Gang City. But because there's a lot of stuff to rediscover, and if you were to play Dark Souls, I really, really recommend to get into all the lore. Because every single item in the game has a description. And some of these descriptions are very important. So, this is just a generic description. An unusually large and heavy greatsword, normally wielded with 2 hands. This highly versatile weapon can be swung broadly or thrusted. But we move over to like the... this should, yeah, like the cleric's sacred chime. Sacred chime for casting miracles of the gods. Chimes such as these are often given to clerics who become undead. So it would, all of these put together would give you a really good image of the setting. That's the thing with Dark Souls. All 3 of the games, and I haven't played Dark Souls 2 yet, I'm kind of dreading it, they're really distinct from each other. Each one is like thousands of years apart from each other. So this whole kingdom didn't exist in Dark Souls 1, didn't exist in Dark Souls 2, it only exists here. But there are some things between the games, like the miracles, mentioning the gods, and that was mostly in Dark Souls 1. But yeah, mostly you're fine with starting out with Dark Souls 3. I started out with Dark Souls 3. It's, I'd say, the most casual game out of the 3.
Oh, hello, you're back. And in one piece. Well, now Now it's time I do my part. Whatever trinket you need, speak up. Just don't ask me where I got them.
You can tell he's smiling when he says that. Yeah, he sells some stuff. Later on, he will sell some more stuff.
Oh, this place is a bore.
He's a good man. So, I'll get a little bit more strength. Oh.
Welcome home, speak thine heart. Very
Hold up.
well, then taken.
And the guy showed up. So we get one more vigor, one more strength. That's gonna be it.
Farewell.
A little bit more damage. This guy is depressed. He's depressing.
What a sick joke. Asking us to seek the lords of Cinder and return them to their moulding thrones. You're talking true legends, those who would link the fire. We're not fit to lick their boots.
Good. I'm on my way to do just that. And this is an asshole.
Unkindled, are we? And fast on the trail of the lords absconded? Then these red eyes are for you. Use them to pillage embers and briefly heighten your strength for your duty. What else are unkindled ashes good for?
So, he gave me 5 cracked eye orbs, which I used to invade other players. And once you invade them, you get a special multiplayer item. Once you get 10 and then 20 of them, you get some exclusive stuff from guilds. They're mostly just like a weapon or a spell or a ring, so they're not too great. But some of them are pretty cool. And you also get an ember. The ember, I probably should explain that, is an item that you can use to get embered. Being embered means a couple of things. You get more HP, like a substantial amount of HP. I think it's actually percentage based, and it's like 20% or 25% more HP. But it also opens you up to multiplayer. And multiplayer in Souls is not fun. Unless if you're playing co-op, but even then. So, the way multiplayer works is players can invade your world if you're embered, and you can invite players to your world if they leave a mark somewhere. So they use an item, they scribble down on the floor, and then everyone that's embered can see that mark in their worlds. And if they use it, they invite the ghost of the guy to their world, so it's co-op. But this game is pretty old. And yeah, the golden age of Dark Souls PvP is over. The golden age was PvP trolling, where a guy would just sit near a cliff and push other guys off, or just hide in some rubble. That was good. Now, you meet a lot of cheaters, and some are really malicious, so people have found a way to inject items into your character. The problem with that is, if they give you an illegal weapon, so let's say a weapon upgraded to plus 99, while the max upgrade is just plus 10, when the next ban wave comes, and they're automatic, if the system detects that, hey, you have an illegal weapon, it flags you as a cheater, and so you're banned. You're banned from multiplayer, which sucks. It sucks a whole lot. And people can just hop into your game, give you the item, leave, and you're screwed. That's why I really recommend the Blue Sentinel mod. I have it on right now. It basically detects people flagged as that, and also gives you the option to kick people manually if it detects that someone has higher stats than they should. Because stats are linked to your soul level. And if someone has more stats total than the soul level, that means they cheated. And that's bad. And so you can kick them. And what I just did was summon a Lion Knight Albert. this is the co-op I was talking about. There are some NPCs in the game, and that's an NPC. That is not the player. And this is Granny. I'm not going to hit Granny, because I know one of you wants me to hit Granny. No, I'm not gonna do that.
The wait has been long, unkindled one. Allow me to speak frank. You will not find the lords. They have left, gone to their journey homes, converging ahead to the bottom of the high wall. Forge on through the great gate and raise this banner.
No.
This farewell gift is for you. It is the insignia of an old covenant. If you fear trespassers, dark spirits drawn by the embers, then etch this upon your heart, and the old Concord will beckon noble blue sentinels to hunt these foul spirits.
So, what she just gave me was a covenant. There are a couple of these covenants, and... oh, yeah, sure. See you later, man. This covenant protects players against invaders. So, while you have the Way of the Blue equipped, if someone invades you, the game also automatically looks for a blue sentinel, and the blue sentinels are like invaders for invaders. So if you get invaded, the blue sentinel that has an active summoning item, well, no, they just need to be in the covenant. They automatically can get summoned into someone's game to protect them against the invader, which is cool. Some people don't like blues. They're called blues because they are blue. They are blue sentinels. Some people don't like them. They could be a little bit tryhardy and not as light-hearted as the invaders, but they're mostly cool. And this is a swordmaster, the guy that I cheesed at the beginning. Once you kill him, he basically wants to help you and be stronger or whatever, because he was bested. You know, typical anime stuff. So now, I want to equip the lube. How's this? You know, big open area, nothing happening. It's a boss fight. It's always like this. It's the big ball. Believe it or not, this guy was actually human once. Well, I don't know if human, but humanoid. He was a bit taller than regular humans, but he had the right proportions, and right now he walks on all fours. Oh, also, I forgot to use the lube. There we go. Now my sword's nice and shiny. And deals extra damage, because now it deals lightning damage, and this guy is covered in armor. You can imagine, metal and lightning is not a very good combo for the metal guy. And now he's gonna switch modes, kind of, going into phase 2. And the strategy for this guy is just stick to his ass and whack him until he dies. My phantoms are not here for damage, they're mostly here to tank for me. And also, the theme of this guy is the theme that you hear in most Dark Souls memes. But that was Vault of the Boreal Valley. Easy boss. Especially with 2 summons and the lube. And I can get rid of that. I don't have to sit at the bonfire just yet. And now we can go, we're free! We're free to go. So... there's a lot of people that jumped out. Never mind. There's a lot of people that jumped down. But you're not supposed to jump down, you're supposed to raise the banner. like this, and you hold it until something happens. Oh yeah. On we go into the undead settlement, which looks a lot worse than the Lothric castle. But from here we can actually see right there is the giant. See him? He is also a great boy. There are a lot of great characters in Dark Souls, actually. The whole theme of Dark Souls is pretty depressing, but there are just so many great characters in it. Like the giant that we're gonna meet in the next hour. So I expect it to be done with the high wall and the undead settlement in my 2 hours. Or Onion. Onion is also great. Almost fell down. Onion is pretty sad, but he himself is great. Onion from Dark Souls 1 was also pretty sad, but pretty great. And there are the pilgrim guys that we've seen in the intro. One of them
Please
is not dead.
grant me death. Undo my shackles.
I look dumb.
Oh. Oh, then it's true. To be in your... I am Yol. Oh, somehow well, perhaps my calling. Say, champion of Ash, how does the idea of
Why
taking
does he have
me
this
into your
shell on his
service
back?
strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use. Oh,
I will accept his
I
service,
am
but I will not
truly.
use his services.
I should be dead. Yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
Thank you, Yoel. Well, all of them just come from Londor to die. And yeah, the purpose of that guy is to give you 5, I believe, 3 levels. But they are, you know, free with an asterisk. There is a catch. The catch being you look ugly. And you also unlock one of the endings. And get some cool stuff. And they're not exactly free. They still make future levels more expensive. So it's just 3 levels right now. It's a short-term gain. It unlocks a whole new quest line, but I don't know. When I was playing on my own, every time I did it, just because it was another quest line, I wanted to get everything, but now I'm not so sure. I like looking cool, at least human. Yeah, you can get married and stuff, but I also I don't think I've ever done the Unri quest line. The regular version, the non-Yoel version, and I wanted to see that because then I think Anri gets some closure after killing Aldrich. I hope something good happens to them. It's not really a he or a she. It depends. So repair powder, useless item in Dark Souls 3. A pretty cool item in Dark Souls 1, but... Actually, was repair powder in Dark Souls 1? Or did you have to go to, like... No, there had to be repair powder. I don't know now. I'd be happy to play Dark Souls 1 once I'm finished with Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 3, all your weapons and stuff gets repaired once you sit at a bonfire. In Dark Souls 1, you had to repair them for money. Oh, also, remember when Grey Rat told us about Loretta, the old woman? Yeah, so that's a thing. And that's also why I wanted the firebombs. Exactly for this. And one thing worth noting is that throwable items, if you're not locked onto something, you aim them by aiming your camera. And also, this is a missionary. She's fat. She has a big old spiky stick, and I don't like it. And she also hugs me. Kind of like the mimic attack, but I do believe it's a lot weaker than the mimic attack. But it does hurt you in the same way. Oh, got some Estus shards. Oh, one Estus shard. And one of these bodies has an item, so that's also why I need the firebomb. Missed. There you go. She thick. I don't think I'm gonna farm her armor, but if I do get it, well, it's gonna be better than my current armor. Get all the items, smash this barrel. Surprisingly, nothing falls out of it, but if you throw a firebomb at it, it goes boom. So, kill those guys as well. And get all the goodies from here. So, the Undead Settlement has two paths, kind of. This is the main path. Oh, is it? They both kind of come together. I wanted to kill those two gremlins before I went around. And even those two paths have branching paths, so it's more like 4 paths merging into 2. But some of them then also branch out and are dead ends, and it's kind of complicated, but yeah, I wanna go here. Because here is the most amazing thing. Oh, forgot about you. It's the most amazing thing in the entire world. Also, okay, I only have one large titanite shard. We have the Estus soup. Marvelous. Oh, and also this thing. Don't know what that is, but who cares, right? I'm sure it's useless. So, now that I have killed those two gremlins up here, usually they would fall down and ambush me and all that, but now it's only this weird guy with a sickle and an embalming tool. I'm sure he eats babies or something. Oh, I actually got his stuff. Huh. That's neat. Oh, so there are bodies in cages. So yeah, this place is really messed up. Because it's called the Undead Settlement, but its whole purpose is getting rid of the undead. You know? Because imagine, if everyone that died just came back a week later, there would be so many people. That would be a real problem, having so many people. So they stuff them into cages, since, well, so what if they die? They're just gonna come back again. Eventually they just go hollow and... are they even human anymore? You know? It's Dark Souls for you. Also, this was a tricky ambush, but I did it. I got a whip, and I got one of my Estus back, so... when you kill enemies, there is an invisible meter that fills up that refunds one of your Estuses once it fills up. And the bigger and more dangerous the enemies, the faster it fills up, and also I think invaders always give you an Estus or two. Okay, and there's the thick girl. She is dummy thick. It's kind of spooky fighting her over here. So I would appreciate it if she came down. Come on, big girl. There's the easy way or the hard way. Have a bomb. It does like nothing. Sounds really dumb. But there's an item that I want. Come on. I think she jumps down if I come here. I might have screwed it up by coming up together. Oh, come on. Yeah, throw your spells. Do I really have to come up and get her? It's gonna be a pain in the butt. Yeah, over here, please. Over here, come and get me. Come and get me. Oh, there she goes. Aha! Ow! Jeez. Okay. Not playing around. Did a plunging attack. And she's almost dead. That's the wrong item. The firebomb special. There you go. Aha! And she didn't drop anything. Well. That's a shame. But we get this. A Titanite shard. We're gonna need a few more for +10. Well, not +10, +3. And also there's a crystal Lizzie down here. That is gonna run away from me if I don't do anything about it. Okay, got it. Gonna give me a sharp gem. And I went into aggro range of Holy Knight Lothric with just one Estus. Oh, never mind. He can go and, I don't know, do stuff. So I got my Estus back. And now we summon him again. Or will he? No, he does summon. Summons right here. If he has his shield out, he can parry me, and it's very trippy because it's a big shield. It doesn't look like it could parry, but then it has the pointy bit, and the pointy bits were used for parrying. So, come on, don't do the dance with me. Oh no. Okay, so Lothric is a mound maker, and that type of invader can get hit by enemies. But they don't aggro on him, they just can... Oh no, never mind, I was mistaken. It's not the... Oh, it should be, it's purple. Or was it just that other spirits can hit? I don't know. I honestly don't know anymore, but he's out of Estus and I'm not. He has a pretty cool sword. Oh yeah, do the spell. Do that. Come on, big guy. Put the shield away. Yeah, go to hell. See ya. Hit him with the point down, get a vertebrae shackle, and we kill the big boy. He's just standing there. Okay, and we have a lot of souls. Like, a lot of souls. So, I should probably go back to Firelink and spend some of them. Travel, Firelink. Still don't have any real armor, but I don't really need it. So, first things first, we go to the Handmaiden. We choose sell. We sell the souls. Like so. We got like 5k out of that. So now we come back to Andre.
Just wasn't neat.
Can I reinforce? Yeah, I can. Oh yeah. We reinforce the weapon. Oh, I'm missing 2. Oh well.
Pretty like that.
But we also go to Grey Rat and we give him the bad news.
Oh, hello, you're back and in one.
Sorry,
Heavens.
Grey Rat.
She was already dead. Thank you. I'm not surprised, though. Almost a relief, really. You can keep the ring as, well, a little trinket of thanks, I suppose.
Poor guy. Well,
Goodbye. And stay safe. Oh, this place is a bore.
so now, gonna do a little trick. Going to quit the game. Yup. But then, I'm gonna go back. And you see, what it does is it advances his questline. You need to do this like 2 times. Because when you first give him the bone, he's like, yeah, okay, she's dead. Then, when you come back to him, he's like, sad.
Heavens.
I mean, understandably.
She was already dead.
And he gives you the curl up emote, and he's,
Heavens.
you know, unresponsive in this state. So then we quit again. You can actually skip those intros if you mess with a file, but I don't want to do that. God, it's hot again. We had rain, like around noon, like heavy rain, and now it's back to being sunny. Oh, but you know what they say? Praise the sun! I mean, the sun's not the worst thing in the world, it's just hot. It's damn hot.
Ah, there you are. I was thinking. You know I'm a petty thief.
Yep.
Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl.
Sounds good.
Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you.
Fine by me.
Well, what do you say? Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the Thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell.
So,
Goodbye.
that's the last time we see him. Once I leave the Firelink Shrine, he is gonna go away. And he's gonna come back when I kill a boss. And that's gonna be... It's gonna be soon, but not that soon. So where's the best girl? There's the best girl.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire.
Wife material. Right
Very
there.
well, then.
What other girl can give you strength just like that, huh? Hell yeah. Also some endurance. 1 point, well, do I need 15? I'll go 14, just for that round, 100. And some vitality for equip blow. Well, I don't need it right now. I'll go for more HP. There we go.
Farewell, Ashen.
It was a lot of souls, but it's gonna be worth it. So, now we travel back, but not to the dilapidated bridge, but to the undead settlement. And this time we go right. We don't go left, we go right. 2 times. So, we've been through this. You can see my HP bar got a lot longer. And no one has invaded me yet, which is actually pretty great. I hope I can get a hat from these guys. I never get one. And yes, you can get the hat. Hop onto that little scaffolding. I don't know why this is here, but you hop onto that and you can get a sneak attack on the two little guys. And we go right. All of the enemies are back, of course. But we don't go through the big door. We go around through the boxes and the barrels, and there's gonna be a lot of little guys over here ambushing me with the little blowpipes and the little axes and the little hats. Hopefully one of them drops. And also, thankfully, I have them just on one hit with my claymore, if I can hit them. There you go, a fading soul as bait. Now you can finish those off. We have the blowpipes. That should be the last guy. I didn't drop it. Oh no, there's one more. Bonk. And he's dead. No hat. But oh well. We got some more firebombs. We got a ton of firebombs. We go here. We get the plank shield, which we already had. But you can see this is the cage bodies guy. But this one's friendly.
Another Nana disappeared. Sir Granton carries a cage. He ever has his cage. And Nana's never coming back. So come into the cage and become Nana's shade.
Don't know what that's all about, to be honest with you, but if we go over here and we grab this, 2 homeward bones, you can already hear him. There's a big guy with a saw, but he is not angry. And he has a cage on his back. A cage, you say? Well, let me get this item first. This item can be a bit tricky to get. At least from here. Normally you go down there and you shoot it down. But what I like to do is swing it around a little bit. Get behind it, like this. If I can calm it down. And we cut it down. There we go. We have a flame stone plate ring. That was a bit messy, but... Oh, what happens if I hop into his cage? I have no idea. How did it open? Did I open it? I can't see my hand, so... Off he goes. Thanks. Couldn't you be a little bit more delicate? And I suppose even if I die, I do come back, but still. Come on. And there's a guy. Wonder who that is. Well, I already know who that is. That's Lothric, the guy that invaded me earlier. But, you know, no hard feelings. We all do what we gotta do. How are you?
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows, not for the likes of you sane folk. Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
Of course I am.
Yes, yes, then we are just fine. It's important to know who you are, but we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so. Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
I wonder, do they literally etch something on their hearts?
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family.
Neat. So I'm guessing all of those are your family, huh? Cool, cool. Well, I only have one vertebrae from you. Oh, also.
You'll go mad one day, but not today. Take my advice. Use this bone and leave this place.
Thank you.
This pit is for hollows, and for the occasional madman fond of piling up victims. You've better things to do, I'd hope.
Of course I do. I got, what was it? Ah, loads of cinder, yeah. So we use the bone and go to the last bonfire. No need to go to Firelink yet. So we go back, and this time we go to the right again. But instead of going around the bridge and through the boxes and all that, we go through the bridge. This might actually take a while. Always takes me a while. So, hop on here. Get rid of those guys again. Hope one of them drops a hat. It's not a very high chance, but there's a lot of them. Oh, okay. So you go through the bridge. Kill the settlement folk. This guy wants to throw firebombs, eh? Thank God no barrels are in the way. And that wakes two of them up with the little pitchforks. What do you got? Ah, the plow. I need some armor. Come on. This guy. I'd actually like this sword. But of course he won't drop it. He never dropped it for me. He can drop his sword. It's a cool sword. It's a flamberge. I think it's called. No hat. Oh well. So we could go to the bridge, but there are a couple of things wrong with this image. First, I can see barrels. Lots and lots of barrels. And then I see these three. You know where this is going. Oh, I know where I'm going. I'm going down, because soon enough there will be firebombs behind me. Yep. Those three throw firebombs. Not very fun. Well, for them maybe, as long as they have firebombs. Yeah, already you can hear and kind of see explosions. But there is a bonfire down here. And the only way to access it is by falling down. So we rest, and then we may go on. Over here, there's a partisan. If I can get it down with firebombs. Ooh, just barely. It's a pokey stick. I like pokey sticks, but not this time. This time I'm going for big heavy swords. Because strength is better than dex. Oh, walker gloves, but my iron bracelets are better.
Aha, unkindled, are we?
Yes, sir.
Welcome to my abode.
Rosie.
I am Cornix, an old pyromancer, a crow in his cage, as you see now.
Literally.
But here we are, an encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fine vessels. Care to learn some pyromancies from this old man? Ah, most wise. A chance encounter should not be squandered. To reiterate, I am Cornix of the Great Swamp. the pleasure is mine.
Would he always have done that? Couldn't he just poof out? Or was it just that he didn't have a purpose in life and now he does? He can teach me pyromancy. If so, then I'm happy. Oh god. The guy with the big pot of meat. I'm gonna go in for pyromancy. I'm going for big swords. If this was Dark Souls 1, I could go for pyromancy, but... Jeez, man. The pot of meat, it's too much. This guy was tortured. At least we can get his soul. And this guy has a ring. A fire clutch ring. Again, good for pyromancy, but... I'm going for that this time. Oh, don't jump into the fire. These barrels make such a heavy sound when they get destroyed. Don't know why. And again, nothing drops out of them. Just leave the hollows be. They don't feel too good. Be wary of mob enemy. Be wary of up. What do you mean? Be wary of enemy. But this is just an item. Oh my god. Who would have thought? No way! Finally! It's so bad, but yeah. Oh yeah. I made it. I made it. Oh god. Isn't this just beautiful? Hello, doggy. Doggy, bugger off. I have the hut. I am unstoppable. And I'm also going to unlock a shortcut. But I am unstoppable. There you go. Cestus. Or the Cestus? I don't know. I call it the Cestus. The Bloodbite Ring. That can be useful later. The Cestus, usually with the Claymore, is a pretty meta pairing, but... you know, if I have to PvP, I think I will have to parry, but... not this time. So, now, to wrap this up, we got 20 minutes. Go back to Cliff Underside. And now we go meet up with the big good giant. Big guy, the big fella. With the bow. That's also kind of a reference to Dark Souls 1. Many things are a reference to Dark Souls 1 in this game. Okay, but first things first, we gotta wait to for the thick lady to come and die. Oh, she actually survived. I didn't get souls for that. You can still hear her banging over there. Yeah, this place is kind of bugged for the AI. Sometimes this guy gets stuck, sometimes the thick lady just falls off, and it is what it is. But we'll let the doggy pass, and the guys. One of the doggies goes into the sewers. Okay, now we break the wagon. We can poke the pokey guy. Oh, he decided to smack me instead of poking me. And we can see two more guys with the big old clay pots. Let's aggro one of them. Oh there! Both of them aggroed. Oh, please fall. Damn it. Didn't fall. That was a mistake! They should have rolled sideways. Not. If he hits me one more time, I'm dead. Jeez. Yeah, these two are always a problem for me. Now what? This might actually be a good time to put on the To run. Yeah, to run. To put on the Bloodbite ring. Because they inflict bleed. Also I have a bomb. What? I thought he was staggered. But that was just a weird animation. Ooh, boy. Come on. Whew. At least I have the hat. And also, there are gonna be 2 doggies over here. Oh, one of them came out. They usually don't do that, I don't think. And it disappeared. There's another one. Just whack him. I do not condone hurting doggies. But these doggies, well, some of them have human skulls later on. This guy doesn't throw his pot. Okay, and now the fact that I'm embedded kinda sucks. But I can do it the safe way. Okay, so you see this guy? He has a big old club. Thankfully he's friendly, but he's kind of a dick.
Another one of those unkindled, are you?
Yep.
All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect.
Well, I'm kind of naked and came all the way here, but...
Heed my words. If you've any sense, you go find a coffin to huddle up inside. You, here, in this land of hollows. You're like a frail maiden on the front lines.
Sure do look like one.
If, like the others, you're fool enough to play the champion, then go on ahead. Traipse right past the abandoned church. You'll face death. And it won't be pretty. Enough death to leave you broken. Time after time.
That's basically the Soulsborne series in a nutshell, isn't it? But we go here, and unlike this poor schmuck, we meet an actual great character, Mr. Onion. Everyone's favorite. Come here. Yep. There he is, Mr. Onion. Can you guess why is he called Mr. Onion? Because he looks like one. He has an onion hat. But they don't like it when you call it the onion armor. Because it's actually very superb in deflecting blows.
Oh. Pardon me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegwart of Katarina.
I mean, he does drink mead.
I'm in a bit of a pickle. Have you ever walked near a white birch only to be struck by a great arrow?
Not yet.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, they come from this tower.
They do.
Whoever it is, I'm sure I can talk some sense into them. But I have to find a way up. And that's just the trouble. This lift only goes down, you see, and... Well, that doesn't get me anywhere.
Now you see, that's a great guy. Look at the size of this sword. It's humongous. And yet, he decides to talk things out first.
This lift only with a little warming up. Eventually...
No, you're not gonna climb it.
No. No. I've got to use my head and
It's not Storm Ruler. It is Zweihander. He gets the Storm Ruler out later. He uses the Zweihander one-handed because he's a child. Just imagine a weapon literally called two-hander. Used with one hand. Oh, and also there's this guy. He's kind of angry. But he's cool. He's cool. He's real cool. He's You can see the vapor coming off of him. He's that cool. But since he's kind of a tough enemy, and he's a meanie, I just don't want to deal with them. So I make my presence known. He gets all riled up because he doesn't like visitors in his little basement or whatever. And I stab him in the butt. And then he gets real angry because of that. Because, you know, getting stabbed in the butt. Damn it. And then I stab him in the butt again. It's punishment. And now he's real angry. He frosted up the entire door. Bang him up real nice and he's dead. So doors in Dark Souls 3 are just the best. Clearly. So this is the road of sacrifices, but we're not going there today. We still have the Undead Settlement to wrap up. We got like 15 minutes left, so not a problem. And even if I don't make it in 15 minutes, I'm just gonna, you know, wrap this up. I'm having fun. I love Dark Souls. So now we go up. And we don't go to the giant just yet. We get naked. Why do we get naked, you might ask? Well, to go jump. And this jump is real spooky if you're embered. Because if you're embered, then you take more damage from falling. But I can just barely live. Now we equip everything back. Okay, yeah, my hat. And the rest of my clothes, my rings, life ring. Cover this, the blue tear stone, which is kind of useless, and the blood bite, because why not? Oh, and also, this item is kind of the best. Well, it's not the best. Oh, come on. But it is pretty nice. Can I... That's why I stocked up on fire bombs. There you go. The blessed red and white shield. Because it is blessed, it regenerates my HP. Really, really slowly. Oh wow, she has a lot more HP than I think. And also it's a parry shield, so if we get invaded, then I can defend myself. I don't think it's the best parry shield, but it does its job. Also, I think there was supposed to be a crystal lizard, but it's not here. And that's enough Titanite shards to upgrade my weapon fully. This guy took a little bit of fall damage and smashed his pot. And that should be enough of fire bombs, so we retire them for the foreseeable future. We go down into the catacombs. That's also kind of a throwback to Dark Souls 1. I don't have a holy weapon. Well, I think I could try attacking with my shield. Because blessed weapons forbid them from reforming. Oh, and I got a scimitar. But these guys can be real dicks. They can parry. And when they do, it's not pretty. But here we have the red-hilted halberd. And then we get the final piece of our starting equipment, the loincloth. And this is the Velka statue, where if you're angry... If you make an NPC angry, you basically come here and you pay her souls, and it's all good. your friends again. And that's pretty much it. But yeah, my health slowly regenerates. I don't know if you can see it. I certainly can if I stare at it for enough time. And then we can go meet the Royal Rat Vanguard. It's only one rat now, but a lot of them come through these sewers. Not an infinite amount, but a lot. I don't think that it's an infinite amount, but I know that it's a lot. And there's a woman.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone?
A blind woman.
Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me.
With pleasure.
The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh.
Yeah.
Little creatures. They never stop biting.
Dark Souls 3. It's the game where you can touch a woman.
And touch
everyone. Oh, I shall touch the woman. With my hands.
Ah, yes, there you are.
And he just hovers the hand.
So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above.
There we go. Got an emote.
Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then?
Sure am.
I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead?
Sure thing.
Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
There we go. And, you remember this guy, the guy with the big club, that's a big meanie? Yeah, his job was to protect her. So he locked her up in a cell. I mean, technically she's safe. But it's kind of a dick move, isn't it?
You've gone and rescued her, have you? How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I am Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety, and only for that long.
So, he is a knight of Karim. Knights of Karim are... well, they get a maiden once they become knights. And what I think happened is that this guy just wanted to cool armor, a cool club, and you know, he wanted to be a knight, he wanted to fight people, and then he got a woman that he had to protect. And hold on, he didn't sign up for this, but yet here he is. Now he has to take care of the woman, and he doesn't like that fact very much, especially since the woman, you know, wasn't fit to be a firekeeper or whatever. He's kind of a dick. But I do believe he gets a redemption arc, and there's the giant! He is giant!
Who are you?
Friend!
I help anytime.
Yes! He gave me a white branch, and now we're friends! If only it would be that simple. If you could come up to a random guy on the street and just ask, who are you? And they would answer like, Adam. Friend, and you give him a branch, and you're best friends forever, and you don't shoot him with a giant bow. He actually has a pretty good view from here. Oh, and that's the cathedral. Can you see that? I don't think you can. But he shoots not only there, but also there, near the cathedral, and down there near the swamps. Oh, over there. And yeah, he basically protects the white trees. You can see the white tree over there. Again, let me Let me show you. It's that one. That one over there. He protects them. Yeah, I don't know either. Maybe the description can tell us. Good friend, no hit. And yeah, when you use them, you can blend. You can turn into an object, like Jesse said he saw one time. We follow the voice of the onion, dropping onto this ledge, and there he is, the onion.
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried.
I'm sorry.
But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. Anyhow,
do
you see that? That humongous beast?
Oh, there he is.
I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. How now? Think twice before you go down that road. I could try talking some sense into him.
You think?
No, I think not. He's far too overheated. I've got to use my head and think.
Well, as much as I admire Onion for, you know, using his head first and his giant freaking sword later, sometimes you gotta use what you have, man. And if you have a giant freaking sword, just use it. I do have a giant sword. It's not a giant freaking sword, but it is pretty big.
You should have waited.
Yeah, I don't think it's the size that matters, but how you use it. But I am not ashamed of the size of my. I should stop. I should stop and just help out Onion with this big old mini. Ow. And if I don't help Onion out, Onion can actually die. But not today. Today we prevail.
That was quite a performance.
Indeed.
But you mustn't get in over your head. We Unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Long may the sun shine.
Thank you, Sir Onion. But we also get another emote out of him.
I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
We get the sleep emote. There we go. So, now I can loot this place, and then we just have the boss and well, the White Tree area, and that's about it for the Undead Settlement. This actually took more than an hour. Well, it's gonna take more than an hour. Certainly longer than the High Wall. But got the big stick. Go up here. We get the Pale Tongue. And now we get some actual armor. So, do this. There you go, some actual armor. And I can actually roll with it. Nice. But the hat stays on. The hat is unique and rare. I don't like the clinging of the chainmail, but it's a chainmail. What else is it supposed to do? Protecting? Just to go cling and clang. But I'm definitely gonna need to level some vitality up. I think it's called vitality. So I can carry heavier stuff. Ooh. 5 fading souls. Yeah, since there's a lot of guys in the cage, when they drop souls, they don't drop just one, like regular hollows, they drop 5. So there's like 8 of them in there. And also a doggy. So that's like 250 souls. And also once I open that, all of them fall. But I'm not gonna bother with them. I'm just gonna go. Same with these, I'm not gonna bother with them. Excuse me ladies, ow! As much as I appreciate your company, please leave me alone. Now, we go, we grab a ring. The Flynn's ring, not Flynn's ling, isn't that great. Especially since I think it has been nerfed, but it's a ring. There we go, 2 whole mod bones. Now we go down here. Do a little hop. Then another hop. Then we get the other pretty set. The gloves might actually look better. Do they though? They're kind of wrappy. I think these ones are better. What about the pants? The pants look decent, but they don't fit the heavy chainmail. We'll get it. We'll get more into fashion souls as time goes on. Oh, while we get the ring, the amazing ring, the Clonanthy ring, which regenerates my stamina faster. Nothing here. I always think that there's something there. Maybe on the other side. I don't know. But now I speedrun through the sewers with the rats, and then I go slay the boss of this area, which is optional, but is very much profitable. It's good to kill it, you know? Oh, come on. Thanks. Oh, he's the hammer guy. He's a hammer guy because he has a big hammer. Well, it's a mallet. Hammers that are soft are mallets, right? There you go, little rat. And we go for big mama rat. Then we take a quick rest at the bonfire. And we go wrap this area up. Doing good. Finally got some actual armor and I got the heart. And I'm just going to kill the boss of this area and wrap up for today. I honestly had a lot of fun. Because again, I know the game pretty well. And to me it just feels nice being able to explain some minute details, maybe some lore here and there. Yep, it's the same one. It's the Thief Hut. We can actually look up its description. Hood used to cover the head of lesser folk who were set to work as slaves throughout Lothric. Also occasionally used to shame and humiliate criminals. It's pretty rare. And when you do get it, it's pretty fun. Oh, also we made friends with a giant. So usually the giant would shoot everyone that comes in here, including me. But I made friends with the giant. Where is he? There he is, on the big tower. Yep. Because the giant, for some reason, I actually don't know why, he protects the tree. It only shoots enemies once you come up and talk to him, once you are friends with him. If you are not friends with him, he shoots everyone. Also, there's some more stuff over here. Guarded by a sneaky fella. Aha! With a sword? Come on, give me the sword. Never had the sword, but he can drop the sword. Got the hat again. Damn it! Why? Normally I never get the hat. Even if I try farming it, I just never get the hat, and now I get 2 of them, but I don't get the sword. Well. This is kind of a risky jump, but we get the Undead Bones Shard. Or the Undead Bone Shard. That can level up my Estes, so I can heal for more. Which is gonna be great. And I kind of have a lot of souls on me right now, but that's intended. Because I want to buy a key for 20,000, which is kind of a lot. But I hope that after the boss I am gonna have that much. Also, I messed up the jump. That's an easy jump. I did the tree jump twice in a row perfectly, but not this one. Just for the Great Scythe. Which is kind of a meme weapon, but people have actually found a way to use it in PvP, which is kind of amazing. But since we came all this way, gotta open the door at least. So even if I die to the tree, which hopefully won't happen, I can go back here. Oh, and also, even though I only have 5 of them, firebombs can come in handy. So, big open area, nothing happening. Yeah, it's a boss fight. You should know by now. Oh. There we go. And now it awakens. The big tree. Just want to kill the little guys first, because they're annoying. And then we just need to hit it in the sacks. One Punch Man's really cool. I love that show. Because it has an OP character that, well, still feels human. And also all the side characters are really great. I personally love the Bikeman. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, then you will. The Bikeman's great. He's a superhero with a bike. Oh, and the tree comes into phase 2, so no more little guys. But now the tree gets supercharged and also gains a hand. Well, I hope you have a great time with it. One Punch Man really is a lot of fun. Oh, damn it, the tree squished me. It also has this sap leaking out of it. But as long as I hit the tree in the wobbly bits, I'm gonna be fine. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on. The hand tried to grab me just now, but... Come on, pop already. There you go. Okay, it popped. I can hit the hand, and I can kill it that way. But there are some more eggs. And that kills it. So, I didn't get as many souls as I hoped, but maybe I can... Yeah, I can get them. The tree is kind of easy though. It's an option. Oh no, wait, I got a lot of souls. Okay, so we still have like 5 or 10 minutes of stuff to do. Oh, and also the guy is dead that we found earlier. If I didn't come here earlier to grab his stuff, I would have to wait like a long time, I think. But since I have 24,000 souls, which is kind of a lot in this stage of the game, I can buy a couple of things. So, I can talk to her, give her the Mortician's Ashes that we just found.
Pass it. Let this ash bestow nourishment. I only hope these new wares content thee.
I don't actually know. I may have lost it. Not that I'm gonna use it, but I may have lost the Covenant. So I'm gonna buy the Tower Key for 20,000 souls, which is kind of a lot on this stage, and also the Grave Key, which I don't really need, but it's gonna be nice to have.
Ashen.
And now also, since I killed the boss, Grey Rat comes back from his expedition, because we sent him on an expedition.
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time.
Same hat.
It took some prowling.
I think my hat has a better texture.
Score. Go on, have a gander.
And now he has more stuff. He has Lightning Urns, which I'm gonna buy one of them. You'll see why. He now sells the Knight set and the Assassin set. Also the Pontiff Knight Shield, the Chimes, some other weapons. He's got pretty cool stuff.
Goodbye. Oh, this place is
This is not the last expedition we're gonna send him onto, but
tis good one
last one for now. No S shards, but I can reinforce my weapon, my Claymore.
Pretty be good.
Thank you, Andre. Then we go and talk to Connix, just to say hi.
Ah, there you are, unkindled one. I wish to express my gratitude for trusting a lowly pyromancer and allowing me to gaze upon this majestic flame. As promised, I will impart pyromancies to you. But first, you'll need a flame of your own.
He gave me a flame.
Careful you don't burn yourself with it.
So,
I'll not be gone for long. What is a teacher?
Actually, if I come back to him...
I am.
Yeah, he gives me the welcome emote.
Do not
there are 3 types of magics in the game. I'll explain them after I talk to this gal that we have touched.
Oh, Champion of Ash, I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. My gratitude lies with them, and with you, I am yours now. Your wish is my command. Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
So, there are 3 types of magics in the game. There are miracles, which she sells. Miracles are mostly support spells, for healing, but there are some offensive spells, mostly lightning bolts, which are real cool, and I actually love a good faith build, because miracles scale off of faith. You have intelligence, faith, and those are the 2 main stats for magic. You have regular magic, which scales off of intelligence, and, well, it's regular magic. It's mostly just pew-pews and all that.
Well, hasn't it been some time? I'm Leonard, remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago. You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith survivor. He has been a prisoner for many ages. In the
Yeah, okay. And then there are pyromancies. And pyromancies are... Well, to use pyromancies, you need a burning hand. Like... Oh. I don't have my thing set up properly yet. This burning hand, which you can use to cast pyromancies. Pyromancies are like fireballs, flamethrower type spells. There are some support spells as well. And pyromancies in Dark Souls 3 scale off of both intelligence and faith. In Dark Souls 1 they scaled off of nothing. They scaled off of how much you have upgraded your flame. So they were great just for regular characters like me to use spells. And I didn't get the seed. That sucks. But since I got the tower key for 20,000, I can go up the tower. And in the tower, there are some pretty good stuffings. First, I can go down here and drop the ladder, so I don't need to do the tree jump ever again. And I can access the Pickle Pea nest. Pickle Pea trades items, so I can drop her the Zeekbro and the Lightning Urn, and also a Black Fire Bomb. I think that's it. Oh, and either a vertebrae shackle or a pale tongue. I think a vertebrae shackle. To get some things, like... Look at Hero's Mask, Titanite Chunk, Iron Helm, and the Armor of the Sun. Looks chunky, but it's iconic. If you've seen Dark Souls, like, at all, ever, you should recognize this armor. We're gonna stick with the Northern Armor for now. Although the Northern Armor clings a lot. Yeah. What else? If I had the seed of a giant tree, I could get some nice pants. But I don't. And so, now I'm going into here. This is a tower where they keep all the dead firekeepers. There's a giant tomb and there's a big pile of them dead just below me. We're gonna go down there in a second, but first let's go up. And if I come all the way over here, you can find a dead body of a firekeeper with a firekeeper soul. Firekeeper souls were used in Dark Souls 1 to upgrade your Estus. But over here, the Firekeeper soul is used to get rid of hollowing, which is a mechanic if you choose to use Yoel's services to get 5 free levels, but I don't. And now we have to get naked. I'll leave the hat. And we gotta go down there. So, I think it's best done by jumping into the corner. Okay. We slowly get over here. We grab the Firekeeper cosplay set. And now we can drop down even lower. There we go. There's the big Firekeeper pile. I think at first they put them into tombs and stacked them up nicely, but then there are just so many of them piled up, so they just made a pile. And we get the Estus ring, which is not that great. It just makes you heal more. But I mean the Firekeeper cosplay set. Minus the mask, but come on. How hot is that? You know? And now we can open this. So, one thing I can also do. Hold up, weapon. Where's my claymore? And my shield. And my rings. One thing I can do is go get that full red eye orb. One, the ring. And that's it for now. So the Firekeeper set is kind of hard to get, but if you aim in the corner, I found, you get it, like, pretty consistently. So I'm just gonna stick with it for a while, with the hood, of course. You can also sometimes see ghosts of other players that are in the same area as you. That's pretty cool. And we burn the Undead Bone Shard to upgrade our Estus to +1. And we can travel all the way back to High Wall of Lothric to the tower. And there's gonna be a Dark Wraith. I don't plan on using the red orb, but there are always other players, but the only way that you can interact with them is either by invading them or if they invade you. But yeah, the game shows you ghosts of other players near bonfires and in the shrine. You can see the sets and the stuff. And this is how they kind of run around. I think that's pretty cool. And I do believe that they are actual players. Not just some generated, stored thingies, but actual players that are right there, right now. No, the drop attack doesn't mitigate fall damage at all, I believe. But it does make you deal a lot more damage. So, we go over here, we use the lift chamber key that we just got from... what's it called? Leonhard. We go down here where there's more bodies of the red Lothric knights without their heads. I've never noticed that they don't have their heads. That's pretty spooky. But there's the guy I'm supposed to kill. He has a cool set. And he has a really strong sword. If you want a straight sword based on strength, that is pretty much the weapon you want to go for. Hey, he is pretty strong, but my Estes is pretty strong as well. He also has the Dark Hand ability / weapon, which he can use to suck the life out of me or as a shield. Oh, and he actually dropped something. You dropped the dark. Oh, which one's better though? Which one's better? I can have an edgy skull as my face, or the Thrall Hood. I don't know. They're both pretty nice. This one's edgy though, but it has way better armor. I'm gonna stick with the Thrall Hood for now, but maybe if we get like a set. Oh, maybe once I find the Dark Knight set. You know, the casual set that everyone uses. Then maybe I can use the Dark Wraith mask for a while. But that's pretty much it. I'm just gonna go back to Firelink, level up my strength once. And there is no way to upgrade armor, not in Dark Souls 3. In Dark Souls 1 you could upgrade armor, and in Dark Souls 1 armor really made a difference, but as you can probably tell by my choice of armor, in Dark Souls 3 it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does make a difference if you compare like super chunky armor against this. But realistically, when you're playing through the game, at least on the base new game, so no New Game Plus or anything, it doesn't really make a difference.
Welcome home, speak that.
That's why Fashion Souls is the best Souls. We go for fashion. And we can also give Firekeeper her soul back. It's not her soul, I don't think, but it's a Firekeeper soul.
Ashen One, this is much like what lies within me.
Yep.
Then let it find its own place within my bosom. She will understand. We are both Firekeepers after all. Forgive me, sister. May the flames guide thy way.
Yep. I know.
Very well. Then touch the darkness within me.
This as well, taken out of context,
Take
says
nourishment from these sovereignless
touch the darkness within me. But one more strength level.
Farewell,
and that's gonna be it.
God.
I don't think. Oh yeah, you can actually give her eyes back later on, and that makes her kind of depressed and the music all sad. Oh no. I'm sorry. There is one more thing. I can talk to this guy that we haven't talked to yet. His name was Ludleth.
Oh, that unkindled. I am Ludleth of Corland. Look not in bewilderment as I say. I linked the fire long ago, becoming the Lord of Cinder. If substantiation be thy want, set thine eyes upon my charred corpse. This sad cadaver. No need to be coy. Have a closer look.
And we can give him the transposing kiln that we just got from the tree.
Oh, belike it is a transposing kiln in thy possession. Seen better days, but methinks it shall suffice. Now, bring to me a twisted soul. Transposition is the art of extracting and coalescing the essence of a soul. In transposing a twisted soul, its true power transferreth to thee. Thy purpose is to seek lords and slay them.
Hey.
What's to fear in a little transposition now?
So, long story short, you give him boss souls, he gives you items. Every boss soul can give you 1 of 2 items. I think some can give you 3. So, for example, we killed Vaught of the Boreal Valley, the first boss. We can get his mace, or we can get a ring, the Pontiff's left eye. I'm going to choose the eye. It makes you recover HP with successive attacks, clearly as it says. Bigger weapons need less attacks, and faster weapons need more attacks, just to balance it out. But the Rotted Greatwood, the big tree, can give us the Hollow Slayer Greatsword or Astor's Spear. I'm actually tempted to take this, the Greatsword, but it scales off of Dex, and we don't like Dex. It's not exactly a lifesteal ring, it's more like after X attacks, you gain some HP. It's not exactly a lifesteal. But yeah, you attack, you gain HP. You can see. Yeah, I'll take the Hollow Slayer Greatsword, even though I don't intend to use it, but... And since we slayed the demon, it didn't give us the soul, but it still unlocked the demon soul thingy, so... When we slay a proper demon with a soul, we can either get his great axe or his fist. So, that'll be it. I can put the ring on. I know it's pretty broken with some of the faster weapons, like the Sellsword Windblades, which are broken, and they are the sole reason why Dex is considered to be OP. But if I hurt myself a little bit... If I can hurt myself... Oh! You guys wanna hurt me? Well, I'll probably kill them, so I'll try taking out a broken straight sword. Wake up! Okay, now, if I hit him... Yeah, you can see after a couple of attacks... My HP bumped up a little bit, but then I ran out of stamina. I can try showing it again... with these guys, if they hit me a little bit. Just watch my HP bar closely. As it's shrinking. Currently. Okay, there we go. After 5 attacks, I gained a little bit of HP. That's how it works. But with the Claymore, it should be more like 3 attacks. Well, yeah, that's basically how it works. Also, while you're gone, I picked up the shield. I don't intend to use it, but it has the Blessed Gem in it. And the Blessed Gem makes it so I slowly regenerate HP just passively, which is pretty cool. It's not gonna save me in a fight or anything, but if I were like... Yeah, if I had this much HP, I wouldn't waste an Estus, I'd just wait to regenerate it. But yeah. That's Dark Souls 3. I sure enjoyed it. Where's Kitty? I got you now. I sure enjoyed it. And I'm gonna be back with it tomorrow. And I also hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope to see you all again sometime. But yeah. It's shedding season. I hope you all have a great day. And yeah, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye. Oh, the camera is spinning when I alt-tab. That's fun.